Hi, so I just wanted to film a quick intro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this vlog was filmed over like a 3-4 week period because I was struggling with reading, with school, with all of the above. So it is a little bit spaced out, but it still works. And basically, like what I said, this is gonna be kind of me journaling, talking to you guys, talking about my books. And at the end of the video, I do want to do kind of like a reading wrap up, or maybe I'll make that a separate video. But it's just gonna be chatty, following me along over these 3 weeks, talking about my books and stuff. So I hope you enjoy. So everything that I just recorded didn't actually record. Isn't that funny? Basically, I'm gonna speed run what I said. I just got done with my shower. I didn't film in the shower because honestly it was super foggy. Hold on, let me turn this off. I didn't film in the shower because it was super foggy, and also like I was just washing my body, my face, like it was anything special. But I did love the shot of my shower lamp. I love a shower lamp because one thing about me is like I really struggle to wind down and go to sleep. I always get a lot of really bad anxiety come nighttime, and so I've been trying this like new routine to help me wind down because that's what I struggle with the most. So taking a nice warm shower, washing my body, having the dim lighting in my shower and in my room really helps to like signal to my mind, okay, it's bedtime. And then another thing that I've been doing is journaling. Like I said, I've always had really bad anxiety at night, but lately it's been so much worse for like the past 3 or 4 months. And I actually think I honestly think it's OCD, like genuinely. I'm meeting with my therapist Thursday. That's one of the things that we're gonna talk about. Cause I always feel crazy talking about this, but it is genuinely more than anxiety. It is like horrible intrusive thoughts, and not like, ooh, what if I just like it's god awful. And we don't even have enough time to talk about it. But if I were to ever get a diagnosis, like I do think that's something I would want to talk about. But anyway, like I don't want you guys, the 2 people that are watching this, I don't want you to think that like I'm just going up on WebMD and like diagnosing myself. I did take some OCD quizzes and scored pretty high on all of them, but also when I first got diagnosed with anxiety at 15, as I was talking about it, like my primary care provider or whatever, PCP, she's like, so you definitely have anxiety, but you also do have some OCD like habits, which like I don't really know how you can have OCD like habits and not be diagnosed with OCD, but anyways, I'm going to talk to my therapist on Thursday about a plethora of things, but one of them is I really want to meet with a psychiatrist to hopefully figure out what's going on, because genuinely it's affecting my life so much. And I know, like, I just know it is not anxiety. It's not. I'm sure anxiety plays a part in it, but it is not just anxiety. Like, I know what anxiety feels like by itself. This is not that. Anyways, enough after that. But like I said, journaling really helps me to get out of my head. Because one thing about me is like when it's time for bed, my mind is racing. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I'm gonna journal and then I'm gonna go to bed and read. So I did put my hair up because it was bothering me, but I'm all done. The only rule that I have when I journal is that I have to write 1 page top to bottom. It doesn't have to be front to back, but just like one page. And lately I've been having a lot more to say. And also, I don't know if you can see, hold on. I think it's easier when I close it. Hold on. But can you see from here over is how much I've written, and then that's how much I have left. Okay, in person it looks like a lot more, but hello. I've written this much. That is way more than I've ever journaled in my whole life. I really decided to start journaling at the beginning of this year because I turned 20 at the end of 2024, and I was like, okay, I really just want to go into this new year. Like, I really want to document my 20s and just like write it down. And also, when I am consistent, it really does help with my anxiety and like to get me out of my head. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself for how consistent I've been. I don't have like my rules for journaling, like I said, are literally I just write one page top to bottom, and I just write whenever I feel like it, which actually surprisingly is pretty often. I do go through phases, but I don't have a set rule of like I have to write these days, I have to write every single day, I have to write every Monday, like whatever. I just write when I feel like it. And also, I'm just, a lot of the times I'm just writing about my day. In the past, when I tried to journal and like I would always feel I could never be consistent with it, is because I was always like journaling as if somebody else was gonna read it. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to journal these really insightful and like meaningful things, and it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, it just was bullshit. Like, I was trying to be like a poet. Stop. So now I literally just write about my day, honestly. Like, I would say 90% of these, honestly 95% of these journal entries are just, hey, this happened today, this was my day. And then there are certain things that, like, if I'm like very like specific topics that I'm like having on my mind, like the other night I was writing about what I think is my OCD and like just the thoughts that I'm having and stuff. But then today it was just like, today was a really great day, here's what happened. So just kind of varies. But yeah, now I'm gonna go read. I'm reading Six of Crows, and it's not bad, but like I said, with school I'm just so busy that I literally only read before bed, and I don't love it because the chapters are so, hello? I don't love it because the chapters are pretty long. I hate a book with long chapters. I can read long books. I've read Kingdom of Ash, okay, which is 980 pages in case you're wondering. So I can read anything, okay? No book scares me anymore, but god damn it, do I hate a book that has like chapters that are over 15 pages. If they're close to 20 pages, automatically you're bumped down a star rating. Like I will not be rating Six of Crows 5 stars because it has long chapters. Like, sorry, but it's already, because for me every book starts out at 5 stars and then it like gets deducted as I go on, you know, or sometimes it stays at 5 stars. But I think I'm over 100 pages in, and it's not bad, but like basically, without spoiling anything, they're having to pull off this heist, and we're kind of now just getting to like where they're actually going to do the heist, you know. Like, for a long time I was kind of stuck in like the planning of it, and like they're kind of in their area but the heist is taking place over here, and so like now we're finally on the journey to where the heist is taking place, you know. But I hear that everyone loves the series and that everyone gives it 5 stars. But I just feel stupid reading it because the words, whoa, what's happening? I'm powering through because I do think it's good to challenge yourself as a reader, and now like it's not as bad. But girl, there were many times in the beginning where I about put the book down. I said every other word. I'm like, what? Like, I just didn't understand. And it's not even like, oh, I can like sound that out and I just don't know the definition. No. They were just words I didn't know. Like, they were giving like made up words. I later, after I did some research, found out that the author included like lots of like Dutch words to really immerse the reader. And I said, for me, it's taken me out. it's taking me out of the story because I'm like, what? And that's one thing I don't like about fantasy books is they will have like made up words that are like specific to the world or the story. But then I always get caught up in like, do I need to know what this means? Like, how important is this? Is this just so I can kind of read and go on? Or like, do I need to know? And then it gives me a lot of anxiety and I don't want to pick up the book. But I think I usually always just kind of move on. I'm like, you just gotta keep going. Keep going. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. So, let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I promised a chatty vlog, and that's what you're getting. I can't remember if I've talked a ton about the books that I'm reading, but so I think when I started this, I was reading Six of Crows, and I finished it, and I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't bad at all, but it just like wasn't, sorry, I'm like using my arm to film, so I just need to prop it up. It wasn't bad at all, but it was just kind of slow in the beginning. Lots of world building. Actually, I think I've already talked about this, but I gave it 4 stars. It was good. The ending was really good. Started on Crooked Kingdom, which is the second and final book. Girl, it's good. I think this one might get 5 stars. I'm into it. I'm on page 246. I'm sensing 3 couples here. One is two are very obvious, with Nina and Matthias, and then Kaz and Inej. I think that's how you say your name. I don't know, okay? But the third couple that I think is going to happen, and I'm kind of here for it, is Wylan and Jesper. I think I can kind of see it. And maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like that's how they're setting it up to be. Nina and Matthias, thank God we're making progress. Like, they just kissed. Woo! So that's really exciting. Kaz and Inej, I need him to admit to her that like, yes, I do want you around because you help with the jobs and stuff, but also I want you around because I love you, because I'm in love with you, because I have a big fat crush on you and I think you're the love of my life. That's what I need to happen. But I will say with this book, even though like the romance is not like the main plot, covers lots of tropes. Like, because with Nina and Matthias, we kind of have like that forced proximity, enemies to lovers, and like grumpy sunshine kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say she's sunshine, but like she's definitely more cheerful, more flirty, and he's very grumpy. And then with Kaz and Inej, slow burn. Slow. And whatever you think slow means, make it slower. That's the kind of slow burn we're talking about. And I actually don't normally love a slow burn, because like we're not getting anywhere. She's breadcrumbing me and I'm sick of it. Like, just kiss and make up, guys. And then Wylan and Jesper, I don't even know what trope they cover. And we don't even know if they're confirmed liking each other. But I'm picking up what I think the author is putting down. But anyways, I am about halfway-ish. I skipped class today. Ooh! I don't care. Listen, I know it's bad to skip class. I'm at the point in the semester where I don't give a fuck. And I have an A- in that class. And it's so cold out and I'm done. I'm done for the day. My other 2 classes tested my patience and I'm done. And I'm going to read is what I'm going to do. And I'll try and report back on how far I get. I don't really do anything when I read. I might put on like my Beats headphones. Sometimes I'll put on my Beats headphones and I'll listen to either like fire crackling noise on YouTube. It's really hot. And then, or I'll do like rainfall. So, but I don't feel like doing that today. I feel like I'm already locked in. I read 100 pages last night. Woo! So of killing it. My goal for today, I would love to finish this book by the end of this week because today is Wednesday. So I would love to finish this definitely by Sunday, but I think I could do it before Sunday. So we'll see. Okay, so I have now finished Crooked Kingdom. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. Although, like, Kaz and Inej, their romance, like, it progressed, but I would have loved to, like, see it progress. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just kind of doop, doop, doop. And there was also something that happened with Matthias, and I'm just gonna pretend that it didn't happen. And I'm gonna pretend that it didn't happen because that was unnecessary. And then also, since we last spoke, I've also read this dual POV book of Oro and Grimm from the Lightlark series. Let me see if I can show you it on my shelf. Can you see it? Right here. But my friend Faith, who also reads the Lightlark series, she told me about this, had no idea that it was coming out. And basically it's like a double-sided POV, because there's a love triangle, of course. I read the Oro side first because I am Team Grimm. And the Oro side, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, almost made me switch teams. I said, damn it! Oh, I do like him. But then, saved the best for last, read Grimm, and I was like, we're back. We're back! But I do have it displayed. Hello. Hold on. Whoa. I do have it displayed on Oro's side, just because it does look prettier. Sorry. I am Team Grimm, but like Oro's side just looks prettier. Also, I need to do like a bookshelf tour. Maybe I'll include that in the vlog. But I got some new decorations. Excuse me, I need to stop sticking my tongue out. And then I'm going to go to the library today to read and also edit this vlog. And I'm going to be reading book number 4 in the Lightlark series, Crowntide. Technically, it's book 5, but like the Grimm and Oro, that was a bonus book, so I'm not even counting it. So this is book 4. And also, fun fact about me is I hate the jacket covers of a hardback book, so I always take it off. I think I'm about like 167 pages in, which is pretty good. And I will say this book is good, and I love how it has multiple POVs, because we're getting Isla's POV, we're getting Grimm's, and we're getting Oro's, and it's really, really good. And I think there's going to be, I think she's doing 5 books, and then plus the Grimm and Oro. But I'm really excited, and we'll see if I can actually make it to the library today, because it did snow a ton last night, but I think it'll be okay. But sometimes sorry, my arm was getting really tired. I need to get like a better setup. But sometimes I like going to the library. I don't do it as much, but sometimes I just need to like switch up the scenery, because as much as I love being on like winter break, I feel like I go stir crazy. And my beanbag chair is supposed to get here today, which I'm so excited about. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up doing some things around the house, and then I'm gonna go to the library. And then, yeah. Sorry, I lied. I actually totally forgot. So my friend Olivia, this is so sweet. She got me a gift card to the Book Vault, which is our local like little bookstore, for my birthday, which is so sweet, because I didn't expect anyone to get me anything. And she got me a gift card, so I think we're also going to do that today, and I'm hoping I can get 2 books with it. I think the book that I want to get is the new R.F. Kuang book. It's Catabasis. I've only read one other book by her, which was Yellowface, and that was really good. But I've heard that Babel and Catabasis, those are 2 that are on my list. But I know that the new releases at the Book Vault, I think, are like 20% off or 10% off. So we'll see what all I can get. But I need to bring you guys there as well. So we're going to do Book Vault, library. There's literally no good spot to prop you guys up in my car, so we're just gonna have to do it like this. So I did go into the Book Vault, and I did spend my entire gift card plus $30 extra. I'm now in the library parking lot. I'm gonna do my haul. So the first book I got was The Frozen River. I've heard Heather talk about this a lot, one of my favorite. I'll put her. And then I also got the special edition of Catabasis, because I've heard that both of these are really good. But then I was mad because, so the author R.F. Kuang that wrote Calabasas, she also wrote Babel. And of course, after I already buy the book, the girl is like, oh, by the way, have you read anything else by this author? And I was like, well, I've read Yellowface. And she's like, you need to read Babel. Like, I don't have the money to keep spending on books, but I'm going to. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the library and I'm gonna read and edit this vlog. So get ready.
My man, he love me. He always told that Glock when he selling weed. I said, my man, he love.
I literally can't continue reading because I'm so geeked out. You don't understand. And I'm in a library, so I have to be fucking quiet. God, I love Grimm. I love Grimm. I love him. My man, he loves me. Okay, so your girl's back home and I'm laying down so I can prop my arm up to film. But I was at the library for an hour and I read 100 pages. It was so good. I can't wait to edit like my reaction. God, it was so good. And then boom, it was immediately ruined. It was one of those moments where like yes, ah! And then 2 pages later everything falls apart. Yay. Low-key, I want to finish it tonight. But right now, I'm going to go watch the new episode of Heated Rivalry. Can I stop sticking my tongue out? I'm so excited. But I'm sad, though, because apparently it's not about Scott and Kip, which, like, low-key, I'm here for them. I'm here for them more than I am for Ilya and Shane. Who cares? Who cares? And what else was I going to say? Oh, apparently the new Knives Out comes out tonight. So I think I'm going to watch that with my dad. And then the Heirs to a documentary did come out, but I'm going to say that for tomorrow when I go to work. I would love to get another 100 pages in tonight. I definitely want to have it done by tomorrow. Because I do want to get a start on the Shatter Me series, but I think, can I just get to the fucking point? So I want to finish Crowntide, which is what I'm on. I want to finish that by tomorrow, and I definitely can. Then I want to start Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood as kind of a good buffer, and also I do want to read that one. And then I would love to have that finished by Sunday, and then start Shatter Me on Monday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And what else? I think that's it for now. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Okay, I'm filming the outro before I go to bed because I forgot to film it earlier. But after the library, I read quite a bit. I read 100 pages at the library. And then I came home, read some more, and now I have like less than 100 pages left, so I'm gonna definitely finish it tomorrow. And then I put my Love Theoretically back. Hello? And then I put the Love Theoretically book in my bag to take to work with me tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. And I hope you guys I really hope that you guys enjoyed this chatty vlog and me talking about the books that I'm reading. I do plan on doing more videos or posting more videos over break. And they're not going to be as spread out as this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and thank you so much for watching.